What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Cloud Slayer channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're back at it with another Monday ramble. Fun and exciting weekend. I hope everybody is safe and has some power back for everybody. At least I don't think everybody's got power back, but sounds like most people do in our area. It sounds like Gregula, Minnesota got hit last night, so that man, that sucks. We got lucky over here. I think there was a tornado, but it wasn't anywhere near super close to us, so it wasn't too bad. Not for us anyways. And like I said, we're lucky. We count our blessings that we only lost a couple trees ourselves and a little bit of power. There's always worse situations. People lose their lives or something, and very unfortunate, especially when like any kind of heavy wind could potentially do some damage, right? I've seen a lot of roofs ripped off in town, and the emergency response team, they were working their buns off all weekend to get the power back on, and help people out, help people get out of their driveways because they had trees blocking their driveway. So we all banded together, went over to Jen's sister's house. We ended up going, cutting up those trees, helping them out a little bit because they had a tree fall in their house, unfortunately. But lucky for them, it didn't really do damage like we see it in town and things like that, right? Some people, their roofs ripped off and actually got damaged from flying debris and trees and stuff. There's trees in the power lines. There was freaking trampolines in the power lines. Crazy, right? That's just Mother Nature. When it's ready to go, it's gonna go, right? It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter about any of that. It just does. And sometimes it's way more drastic than we realize, right? Or we take it for granted because those things don't always happen to us. So when you're not affected by things like that for X amount of time, then you kind of forget. And it kind of reminded me of like how much we take electricity and the grid and things like that for granted, and I seen somebody comment about like they tied it into war over in different countries and things like that, and how that could be here because of presidential actions and stuff like that. I don't know why they would tie it into political things, but it is what it is, right? I could see what they're talking about, but it's also unrelated. So I don't know. But like if we were affected in that way, like it's hard to believe, or not believe, but think about, because that's not our situation, and not right now, anyways. I mean, it can happen because we could easily been born in a different part of the world for sure, but we're not. We're all lucky to be in America and have power and have all these things and not be at war at this time, or not have war here at home. You know what I mean? So it just, I don't know. I think it's just the thing that people just need to realize, like, hey man, we're actually really lucky, right? It's easy to feed into like BS of these things that some media can sell you and make you think like, hey, maybe that's not the priority in life. Maybe that's not really the bigger picture, let's say, right? So although some issues, obviously it makes sense why they're brought up and things like that, but there's some other issues that to me at least don't seem like they're as important as that, so I don't know. It's just random thoughts in my head, but like I said, I hope everybody's safe. And I know those guys are freaking burning up. Those guys working those power lines and getting everybody on the grid, or most people back on the grid so far. It's going to be 3 days now. So, but that doesn't mean that they got power or anything like that back. So, and hope they're going to be working on that and helping them out. So, for some of us that don't know how to do that stuff, who don't know how to help, you know, or don't have the means to help others, let alone yourselves, do those things, right? Because it was like 85 degrees on Saturday, and then it was 90 degrees freaking Sunday. Holy buckets. Talk about heat stroke, you know, and I got a little dark too, but you know, it's all worth it. You help out your family, you help out friends or something when they need it, if they need it. And yeah, I don't know, it's awesome coming together, just talking and, you know, BSing, even though somebody's going through a hard time, right? Or everybody's going through a hard time. So sometimes it's that little bit of laughter and that joking that gets you through the moment, at least, you know, and it makes you realize that maybe you're not alone when you're facing hardships, that people got your back, things like that. So yeah, anyways, I hope everybody has a great week. If you still got cleanup, I know I got a little cleanup left. Did a few truckloads this morning before I go to work here. Taking my time getting there. Get there on time, of course, but not gonna get there early. But so just got a little bit of burning left to do, so that's cool. It's always fun to do that stuff. Have a couple other projects that I've started to keep myself busy. I got a project I want to do for my father, so I'm looking for some like leather scraps. So if anybody's got the 411 on any leather for cheap, or have any cheap leather scraps, hit me up. I'd be on the I'll compensate, obviously, but I just want to make something cool. And if anybody wants to know about that, you can just ask me in person if you see me, whatever. But yeah, and then I got my freaking got some, not walking sticks, but what is that, diamond willow from Josh. So I hadn't got much to work on. I haven't gotten to work on it much this weekend because of the storm and cleaning up and, you know, being miserable in the heat. But you know, maybe this sometime this week. So that'll be fun. It'll be awesome. But anyways, until next time, guys. Hey, hold on before I go. I'll show some of that woodworking one of these videos, possibly, and you know, it's quite a bit of work, but it's fun and it's pretty rewarding. I made a couple walking sticks so far, nothing extravagant because I am not the best, but you know, it's fun learning new things and doing new things. So, but anyways, until next time, guys. Hope you guys stay safe. Peace.